Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the New York Yankees. Let's jump right in with a player who's hit a bit of a rough patch lately. It's been an absolute ice-cold streak, Singy.
Yeah, Boog, but today could be his day to break out of it. A few swings, some luck, and maybe he'll get back on track. It's just about finding that rhythm.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get started. Our starter in this one, Max Fried. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the ball, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Dairon Blanco, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Wow, Boo. First pitch of the night, and looks like the strike zone's a little small.
Outside corner, there's a strike. Shortened the bunt and missed it. Going to count 1 and 2. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Foul ball. And that's outside. The 1-1 is fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. out towards right center field, and it drops in. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth, the catcher, number 13.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Snap throw to first. Back in there standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
That misses, and that's ball 1. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And now 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And that one wrapped foul. Two outs. That one finds the zone. 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Royals leave 1, and now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. back in the Bronx. Today's starting pitcher, Seth Lugo. What should we keep an eye on here?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Now it's the DH,
Leading off
Ben
for the
Rice.
Yankees, the
He's hitting for
designated hitter,
that pop.
Ben
Came out of the gates really strong.
Rice.
Rice launched a homer in his most recent game. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it!
Batting second,
As we
the
take
right
a look
fielder,
now at the
Aaron
New York Yankees lineup.
Judge.
A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Aaron Judge, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike, and it's 1-1. Judge comes up empty there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. That one missed. Pitch misses. Full count, 3-2. One down, base is empty. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Aaron Judge with a rocket. His 12th of the season. It's 1-0. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Pitchers are taught to keep the ball down so that you don't get hurt. But unfortunately on that one, he made a pretty good pitch in terms of location, but it was just a better swing.
Base is empty, one away. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Cody Bellinger. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That one's back. Makes the grab on a leaping play at the wall.
Just a great place to play the outfield. Very friendly walls, scalable with the ability to go up and bring back home runs. Tremendous play right there. And nothing feels better as an outfielder.
2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Paul Goldschmidt, second in the AL in home runs. Inside, just missed. Two down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2. And that's off the inside edge. 2-2.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
2 outs, base is empty. So Goldie strikes out here. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. Back in New York, new inning getting started. Here's the second baseman, Jonathan India. Max Fried will go to work. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. The throw to first, and quickly one away in the second. And here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. Max said he's not sure who actually started at first, but it was 2019, and he and Giolito, who were teammates together in high school in Los Angeles, they had the idea to become more familiar with the opposing lineup using MLB The Show. One out, base is empty. That one the other way. Fair ball.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Joey Wiemer.
One down. Joey Wiemer steps in for the Royals. Roll to short, could be 2. Volpe to second on to Goldschmidt. That's 2. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Down to the bottom of the second. Yankees 1 and the Royals nothing. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Chisholm matched a homer in his last game. Lugo back to work. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And there's one down.
Batting 6, the shortstop, Anthony.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-0. Breaks his bat and pops it up. Puts it away for the out.
Batting 7, the catcher, Austin.
Next to hit, Austin Wells.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Hit in the air, center field. Velasquez settles under it. And that will end the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. First pitch misses. Velasquez measures 6 feet even, 26 years old, and he's usually in right field, but today he's patrolling center. That one misses, and the count now 2-0.
Some guys love to make that adjustment from a corner spot to center field because in center you get the best view of the ball game. You're looking straight in at the hitter's area. On the corners, you're blocked a little bit.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And that's in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. And a pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Now it's Hunter Renfroe. Tap foul at the plate. Renfroe working through some struggles lately. Here comes the 0-1.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
That one off the mark. 1-2 to count. This one in the air, right field. Judge getting an angle on it. He's got it. And there are 2 outs.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Blanco now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
He was all over that one. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
So up next, Michael Garcia. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Fought off foul. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. That's out to center field. Volpe sizes this one up, makes the grab, and that is that. So one left for Kansas City. They trail here 1-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. And a foul ball. Now a fly ball to right center. Velasquez on his way over. He's got it. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Oswaldo.
And up next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. Just missed. More numbers retired and more world championships than any other franchise. The impact the Yankees have had on baseball, really second to none. And you come here to this yard and it's all on display. And another ball. I think you could make a pretty strong case that the most famous sports name in the world is the New York Yankees. It's a franchise that resonates across the globe probably more than any other. Everyone's heard of the Yankees because of the length of that history. Outside ball 4.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Ben Rice digs in now. Popped out and foul ground first time through. Right down the chute, 0-1.
And that Yankee hat, I mean, it's all over the place. Moms at the supermarket, music videos. You just look and you're going to see one just about every day. But to wear that hat for real on the field.
Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's 2. No runs, no hits, no errors. On to inning number 4. Yankees 1 and the Royals nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Bobby Witt Jr.
That missed by a lot. Ball 1.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL/NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boo. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. That's in there. That's strike 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Outside low, and now it's even 1-1. No outs, runner on second. Next pitch is downstairs. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes Witt around third. He scores to tie it up. It's 1-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Go ahead run on base. Jonathan India at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That's in there.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Pasquantino, the next to hit, takes low for a ball.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
First and second here, no outs. This one in the dirt. The tag at third, and he's out. Man at second. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Joey Wiemer steps in for the Royals. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that is out of play. Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. India at second with 2 down. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. All tied 1-1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Aaron Judge.
Swings through the sweeper.
You know, these Yankees just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits. So they might want to be a little more selective up there.
Time called. Chance to collect himself down 0-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. 1 away.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Bellinger, the next to hit, takes outside. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Right side, and that goes foul. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Line drive, could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. The throw in, and he'll make it safely. That's a double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase in the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. And that one fouled off. And takes low for ball 1. 1 out and a runner at second. And a count 1-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. That's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. And now 2 gone.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Jazz Chisholm Jr., the next to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 hit is all they get. We're headed to the 5th. All tied 1-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Freed back to work. And that's in for a strike.
Well, these Royals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Hunter Renfroe at the plate. He's 0 for 1.
Renfroe.
And that drops in for a strike.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Fouled off left side. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
The left fielder.
And next up for the Royals, Dairon Blanco, 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, the third baseman.
So digging in, Michael Garcia. Swing and a chopper out to short. They get the force. That's out number 3. Royals lead 1. Score remains tied 1-1. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
and now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
The shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
That one's in there. That's strike 1.
You know, these Yankees, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
To first, 1 up, 1 down.
The catcher, number 28, Austin.
Here's the catcher to hit, Austin Wells. Fly to center his first time. That's outside, and that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. That one not close. 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
3-2 now. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. That's in there. Strike 1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Ripped on the ground to second, sends it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're through 5, all tied 1-1. Top 6. So up now for Kansas City, Bobby Witt Jr. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Sneaks through, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Salvi steps into the box now.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
On a line, and that's a fair ball. Heading for the plate. He'll score.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Really spun on that pitch and ripped it down the line, and it couldn't have been much closer to ending up in foul territory, but it did just sneak in there for the base hit. Good job by the defense as well to hold it to a long single.
So up next, Jonathan India. On the ground to short, could be 2. Over to Jazz, there's 1. Over to first, but it's offline.
Well, they had the chance of turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
To first, and they've got him picked off. To second, and he's out. And now, Vinny Pasquantino. Little chopper rolls foul. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. Just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Fastball for a strike. Out to short. Witt over to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Ben Rice. 0 for 2 in this one. Rice goes 6'1", 26 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. And that drops in for a strike. In the air, center field. Velasquez sizing this one up. They got it for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
Here comes Aaron Judge. He's already homered in this game.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond. Judge out on the play. And that is the inning. Offense held in check there. We're through 6 full. It's the Royals 2 and the Yankees 1.
Now pitching for
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Fernando Cruz.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Joey Wiemer steps in for the Royals.
Wiemer.
First pitch misses. Just missed. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. In the air, left field, down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Grounds one to short. Volpe gets it to first. That's the first out in the top of the 7th.
The batter, the center fielder, Nelson
And now
Velasquez.
Nelson Velasquez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Bases empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. That one to first. The flip to the pitcher covering, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Up next for the Royals, the designated hitter.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe. And that one cutting but missing down low. Just missed. He swings and fouls one off. Popped up left side. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Nothing across here this half. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Royals 2 and the Yankees 1. Bottom of the 7th. And the batter now, Cody Bellinger. Lifted in the air, right center field. Velasquez sizes this one up, squeezes it, and there's one away.
Up next,
manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Seth Lugo is done, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break. New pitcher in the game for the Royals, Carlos Estevez.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Chris Bubich, the left-hander, up and throwing. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. Looking to get the tying run on base. Now a pop-up on the infield. And a couple of quick outs.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm
Now,
Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Holding on to a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. On the ground, Pasquantino. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So the Yanks go in order. They're down 2-1.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Luke Weaver.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So digging in, Dairon Blanco. And that's a little high.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Next offering is in for a strike.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Cuts at it and misses. That's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. Two strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Now here is Michael Garcia. Swing and a line drive and a base hit out into left center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Bobby Witt Jr. getting ready to hit. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ball misses. Throws it away. Garcia leads off second with 1 gone in the inning.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And there's a ball.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
The next pitch misses. 3-2 now.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Salvador Perez now at the plate.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
In there for strike 1.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
That's inside, and that's ball 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
On the ground, 2 ball. There's one. Ow! The double play ends the inning and might have saved the game for them. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Royals 2 and the Yankees 1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Kris Bubic.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
The shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
This to third. Whips it across. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
That's why
Now
you hunt the
batting,
lines on the
catcher,
corners
Austin.
late in the ball game like this. Positioned
Well.
perfectly.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Hunter Harvey up and loosening in the pen. Ersig warming up as well. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Witt. And it's caught for the out.
The left fielder, number 24.
Now it's the
Jason
switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses across to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Yanks held in check, and they trail it here 2-1. All set for the
Leading
start
off
of the
for
inning.
Kansas City,
And to the
the
plate for
second
Kansas City,
baseman,
Jonathan India.
India.
Weaver back to work. Right through there for a strike. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Pasquantino at the plate and takes high there. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Strike on the inside corner.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Gets the call, and the count 1-2. Got it. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Man, that looked like a pretty good swing, and I was waiting for it to get hammered somewhere. I mean, breaking ball, but he just somehow missed it. Timing looked solid, and his balance was there. He wasn't out on the front foot. Great pitch to hit, but just came up with nothing but air. So, tell you what, that's not a good feeling at all.
Weimer in the box now. No balls and a strike. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
The 1-1. And a big swing and a miss. struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the side in the ninth.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Hunter Harvey. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Oswaldo Cabrera digs in now.
So important to stay within yourself, especially for this hitter. Not known to be a power guy or a home run hitter. He needs to set the table by getting on with a walk or a base hit.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. On the ground, right side, India. Throws to first in time. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Swings through that.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Rips one to right. And foul ball.
Threw open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
That one almost got him. Swings and misses, struck him out. Yankees with only 1 out remaining.
First strikeout for him in this one, and that splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. A 1-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Sliced hard but foul. Lifted to left, and this should do it. And that'll do it. The Royals hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.